Oh, this is Paul from Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know that the boxing community have the most delusional fans there is. Yes, of all of sports, yes, the boxing have the most delusional fans. The hypocrites, contradicting, the fanboys, the weirdos, the mentally ill. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Especially, I'm gonna give you an example, yo. I'm gonna give you an example. Devin Haney fans. Devin Haney fans. And I'm not talking about the good ones. I'm not talking about the logical ones. I'm talking about the retarded ones, the mentally ill ones. I'm talking about those. I'm talking about the beta males. I'm talking about those. So they spend a couple of months, several months, almost a year or two, talking about that Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney. That Devin Haney was the mandatory. That Devin Haney's the mandatory, yo. Lomachenko he ducked Devin Haney. He ducked Devin Haney. He's the mandatory. He's supposed to be fighting his mandatory. Lomachenko was ducking. Lomachenko is ducking. Lomachenko is ducking. Knowing that the WBC Mauricio Sudamon never said that Devin Haney would be a mandatory to Lomachenko. Matter of fact, again, have we explained this time and time again in the channel? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get updated videos. You want unbiased, logically and objectively analyst? I'm right here for you. You want the fuckery over there in these other channels? Go ahead, be my guest. Now, y'all already know that they filed the petition for them to fight Abdullah for the interim title, knowing that Devin Haney's not going to be mandated to fight a Lomachenko, right? But people don't want to listen to Mauricio Sudamon, the WBC. Don't even want to listen to Bill Haney, the dad. Everybody know this. Everybody know this, okay? Now, but you think that Devin Haney was a mandatory. So let's just keep it like that. Let's live in your make-believe mind. Okay, he's the mandatory, right? But y'all wanted Lomachenko to fight his mandatory rather than Lomachenko fighting the winner of Comey and Teofimo Lopez, in which he gonna get another strap, undisputed. If it's not undisputed to you, it's unification bout. Now you know that we rather, in the boxing world, rather see a unification bout. We rather see the best fighting the best, the one versus the two, right? To get them straps, right? We want to see more straps, right? Not knocking mandatories, right? Not knocking mandatories, but we rather see as fans best fighting the best. No, not for Devin Haney fans. Lomachenko is ducking Devin. Lomachenko gotta fight the mandatory, Yet, Teofimo Lopez, who beat Lomachenko several weeks ago, became the king of lightweights, right? He's highly possibility he's going to be fighting his mandatories. IBF mandatory George Kambosos Jr., who beat Lee Selby to be in that position to be a mandatory. Now you hear Teofimo Lopez that's going to be fighting his mandatory, and the same people that was arguing about Lomachenko not fighting his mandatory, that Lomachenko duck the mandatory, now you're saying this. Teofimo Lopez is going to fight his mandatory. Why he got to fight his mandatory for? No, he got to fight Devin Haney. No, fuck the mandatory. Why he want to fight the mandatory? Nobody knows him. Ah! You see the hypocrisy? You see? See, this is why people have to understand. You know, when there's channels out there and they work to spit these type of narratives to fool you. See, not me and not other channels that they spit their unbiasedness. That's how we want to break boxing down. Unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Do not fall for the stupid-ass narrative you see from these other channels. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They know. They want you to be stupid, but they're not stupid. Understand what I'm trying to say? Now, these fans, again, there's great Devin Haney fans, and we already know that Devin Haney is going to be one of the forefronts of the sport of boxing to push boxing into a new level, to push boxing to evolutionize the game with the likes of Teofimo Lopez, with the likes of Bruce Ennis, with the likes of Verge, with the likes of Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, Brandon Lee, all these great young fighters coming up. But you got to keep it consistent. If Teofimo Lopez fighting is mandatory, remember, you don't want Teofimo Lopez to duck his mandatory because y'all ain't felt the way Lomachenko ducked his mandatory Devin Haney. Y'all felt it was fucked up. How dare Lomachenko do that? So how dare Teofimo Lopez not fight his mandatory? How dare he? You see? And I know none of y'all could come back at me with that. So don't even try. Don't fool yourself. Do not make it look stupid than what you are already. Okay? See, this is the problem. Like I said in one of my live shows, I said the problem is with people in the sport of boxing is they so into devaluing somebody, discrediting somebody to uplift their fighters. In the end of the day, what you're doing, and I'm talking about the delusional Devin Haney fans, the crackheads, I'm telling you, you're doing a disservice to Devin Haney. Because the critique that comes to Devin Haney is because y'all push this stupid ass narrative that actually does stick, but it's a damn narrative that is easily to debunk time and time again. You making Devin Haney look, you bringing in the critique and the criticism to Devin Haney's doorsteps when he right now at this point really doesn't need to be critiqued. At the age of 21, matter of fact, 22, just turned. Happy belated birthday, Devin Haney. He just 22 years old. He don't need this type of critique like he was a prime fighter, like he's not doing anything. He is a 22 years old man, just like Teofimo Lopez, 23, just like Ryan Garcia, 22, just like these other fighters that are young. They're not supposed to be getting critiqued away because they're still growing. They're not even in the adult strength. But his fans, his stupid fans, and I'm talking about the delusional ones, you're bringing critique into Devin Haney that he doesn't need that critique. He doesn't even need that pressure. Doesn't need that pressure. Remember, even the contemporaries feel like George Kambosos Jr. said in one of my interviews, and shout out to George Kambosos Jr. for giving me the chance, and giving me the opportunity to interview modern day warrior, modern day gladiator, like all of these guys and gals. He said, Devin Haney, he hasn't done nothing. That's an email champ. His contemporaries do not respect how he got the belt. This is why a real fan like me, which a real fan of Devin Haney, I said drop that belt. I wanted Devin Haney to push back at the WBC. He's young. He's his own promoter. He's a boss. He don't need to be subjected to the WBC shenanigans. No. He could take a stand. Throw that shit in the garbage. Who you think I am? You don't give me nothing. I earn mine. I am destined to be a champion. I am destined. I don't need nothing to give it to me. You crazy? I work my ass off. I'm Devin the Dream Haney. It's not a dream. It's going to become reality that I'm going to earn my title. That's what I wanted from Devin Haney. I wanted him to get those Cuban Saucony belt. Y'all want it. Y'all okay with that belt. Go fight the undisputed. That ain't no damn undisputed, okay? It's no damn undisputed. It's a belt that he's in position to make more money with the WBC belt just having the belt, all right? But at the end of the day, you want your respect for your contemporaries. They want to see that. But you know why nobody's chasing that belt? Because his contemporaries don't believe that that's the guy to be, that that's the belt that they want. Because the guy that has that belt, that prestige, that beat the man, to be the man, is Teofimo Lopez. Not knocking Devin Haney, but that's not the guy that they want to be. It's Teofimo Lopez. So they're not looking at that belt because we all know how he got that belt. And a lot of people just doesn't respect how he got it. Now, do you want somebody to duck a mandatory? I suggest you don't, because you was mad that Lomachenko ducked his mandatory in your make-believe world. You got to keep it consistent. You got to keep it consistent. Don't turn retarded. These fighters shouldn't get you to a point where you turn retarded, huh? Don't let these fighters do it to you. And I'm talking about the fans. I'm talking to you. Why you let narratives push you into being stupid? If you know better than that. If you got guys like me and you got guys like, and got other channels to spit unbiasedly and bring some type of mental, stable your mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to these other channels. Don't believe. Be a fan, but do not be a delusional fan. It's not worth it. Be a fan. Be there for Devin Haney. Be there for Teofimo Lopez. You were Teofimo Lopez fans. Be there, whoever fighter, you his fan. But they not giving nothing to you, no money in your pocket, feeding your kids, paying your mortgage, giving you a car, giving you a life. They ain't doing shit to you so you can sound as dumb as you sound. Excuse my language. You already know it's a Christian show. Y'all already know, man. Teofimo Lopez in a position to fight whoever you want to fight because he went back-to-back beating Richard Comey and beating Lomachenko, who's regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Don't be a hater. You know who's the man. He beat the man. Now he's the man. Now, there is a lot of checks on the table that Teofimo Lopez could take. And there's a lot of checks for the table that Devin Haney also could take. Because Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is a good fight. Devin Haney, Tank Davis is a good fight. Kambosos fighting, and Kambosos being the mandatory, the IBF mandatory for Teofimo. He did what he had to do to get in that position, just like Teofimo Lopez went to the IBF to be in the position to fight Lomachenko. Don't be mad because the guy worked hard, because he beat Mickey Bay back-to-back and then beat Lee Selby. Knocked down Mickey Bay in the 10th round, then go back-to-back with Lee Selby. That Lee Selby was a top 15 at least lightweight champion. Not champion, but lightweight fighter. He did what he had to do to be in position to get to try to strive and have the opportunity to accomplish his dream. Just like Devin Haney put himself in a position. But you know what? He knew at that point that he was not going to find Lomachenko during the WBC route. He could have gone to IBF, in which he was ranked higher than Teofimo Lopez in the IBF route. Hey, it's all about chess moves, right? Some people just play the game better than others. One went to the route with legacy. The other one went to the route to get that money. At the end of the day, legacy reigns supreme. Legacy reigns supreme. Y'all already know, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get my updated videos. I keep it real. Unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I play no games. I got no time to come up with stupid-ass narrative and take time away from my family and my kids, all my friends, all my sleep to be coming out with a fucking narrative. I got a fucking life. Alright? And I hope that y'all too got a life too. I love y'all. We all brothers and sisters in Christ. Y'all already know. Love each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know what the best investment y'all can make in your life is to have a great and to find and build a great relationship with the Lord and your Savior, Jesus Christ. Y'all already know. Love him. Sorry for the curse. But, you know, I get a little emotional. You know, sometimes the devil want to creep around here. You feel me? Anyway, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get my updated videos. Also, follow me on my podcast, The Smelling Salt Podcast. You can get an Apple. You can get on Spotify. Baby, I'm here to stay. Y'all already know the new voice of the YTBC. Let's go, man. And I shout out to everybody, all the content creators out there. Keep doing your thing. Spit that real shit. Unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Lead that narrative shift in the own. Real recognize real. Real recognize real. Don't be on nobody pubic hairs. Don't worry about it. They don't give a damn about that. Real OGs don't like no fucking yes man. They don't like that shit. They want people you want your circle to be around people that's real. And that's what it is. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the motherfucking next.